Hello everyone. So today I am sharing the solution which I have built for Power App Challenge exercise, which is patient feedback system. So let's directly jump into the app interface. So this is the home screen of the app patient feedback system. So you can see at left hand side I have placed the logo of the company, and in the middle you can see the text patient feedback system. At right hand side you can see the V1.0, which is a version of the app, and in the left section so I have placed relevant feedback symbolic image to have better UI. In right hand section you can see the login form, so where user will provide the username, password and the captcha. So this captcha can be reset on the click of the refresh captcha button. See, so to give more professional UI look and feel, so I have added this 3D image behavior, so have a professional look on this app. And this font patient feedback system is not available in Power App, so I've just added it to give a professional look. So let's log in with the username and password. So once you provide the correct captcha, so this please enter valid captcha, error message will disappear. Click on login. So you will land up on the bill cleaner screen. At left hand side you can see the welcome message for the logged in user, and right side you can see the logo of the company, and this is the text which is bill cleaner screen, gives the name of the screen. And left hand section you can see the various icons. So this icon is home icon. So right now I am on the bill clearance screen, so this icon is highlighted. So this one is a feedback form, so we will navigate to the feedback form shortly. And the last one is for the report, so where we have embedded the Power BI report. So in the home screen you can see all the available patient into the screen. So as per the requirement, if you enter the patient record, the corresponding patient details will be automatically populated for these fields. So let me add one patient ID over here. So once you hit enter, so all the corresponding detail of the patient will be populated over here. Alright. So apart from that, I have implemented the search functionality. So you can search any patient with either patient name, its mobile number or by email. So for example, if I enter P, so all the patient where which name starts with P or anywhere P occupies in their name, so that will be filtered. After that you can add one second filter with contact number. So if I add 98, so all the patient where name start with the patient name P and the mobile number is having the characters 98 will be populated. So similarly you can also search with the email, just provide the email address. So once you get the patient who want to submit the feedback form, just click on the view details. Alright, so the corresponding Manish Gupta detail has been populated over here. So there was one more requirement. So when bill cleared is yes, only then this feedback form should be enabled. So in case bill cleared is not, so this feedback form will not be available. So let's see how we can add the feedback form. Let's fill the feedback form. Click on yes. Click on this button to add the feedback for Manish Gupta. So now we have landed on the feedback form screen. So at left hand side you can see the patient record, so who is entering the feedback. So we are seeing here its name, mobile number and email address. And right hand section we can see the questionnaire of the feedback form. So here you can see the various questions which were given in the questionnaire sheet. So apart from this, I have implemented the star rating system. So for example, if user is submitting the billing exception counter, this is unacceptable, and the feedback for please to experience with the consultant doctor is below average, then you can see the 2-star. Courtesy of doctor, nursing staff, if it is average, click on average. You can see there are 3-star rating. Timely availability of the investigation report, I'll put good. You will see 4-star. Cleanness of the toilet was excellent, so you can see the 5-star. So for rest of them I'll just add average, and this one is, I'll say future medical need is good. So let me add the comment over here before I submit the feedback. So I'll add nice hospital, overall I am fully satisfied except reception service. I did this feedback because for the reception service I have given the unacceptable. So let me click on submit. So once we submit, so this record will be saved into the SQL server, which was our requirement, and the Power BI report will be refreshed, and on submit there should be a notification message that feedback saved successfully, and also email should be triggered. So all these events will happen when we click on submit. So let's check that. I'll click on submit. So see, we got a message, patient feedback saved successfully. So here is our email. So let's check the email. Click on inbox. So you can see we have received the email from Course Elevate, patient feedback received. Just open it. So here you can see the patient name, the Manish email, and here is the patient number. Feedback has been successfully submitted by Indubala. So Indubala is the logged in username. So we have logged in right now with the Indubala user. So this is all about feedback form. So let's move to the report. So here is the report section. So I have embedded the Power BI report into Power Apps. So here you can see there are 3 charts. The first one is the department count by rating. Second one is the count of patient by department and rating. And third is the patient details. So if you can see, we have just added that feedback. So that is displayed in the last, the Manish 45, where we have added the feedback for reception count as unacceptable. So I have added 2 more fields. One is the feedback capture date, so which will see when the feedback has been taken, and also I have added one more field which is feedback captured by, which will talk about like who the user who has taken the feedback. Okay, so you can see in the comment section. So we have seen nice hospital overall. I am fully satisfied except reception service. So our feedback has been captured. So here let's see these charts one by one. So you can see the 20% department have got the rating of good, and for 30% their rating is unacceptable. So I have also implemented the relevant color coding. So if you can see, for excellent I have dark green, and for good rating I have the light green, and for average it's yellow, and for below average I have highlighted with pink color, and for unacceptable it's red color. So if you want to see how many are unacceptable, so just hover it, 30 departments rating which are unacceptable. So you can see the details by going through the drill through. Click on drill through, go to details. So these are the departments you can see where the ratings is unacceptable. Let's go back. Now in the right section we have count by patient, by department and rating. So if you hover it, you can see the 3 patients have given average rating to the cafeteria service, and 4 patient has given excellent to the cafeteria, and there are 6 patients who has given the unacceptable rating to the cafeteria service. So just to go to see all those patients, so we will use a drill through. Click on details. So these are the patient who has given unacceptable service to the cafeteria. Let's go back. So as you can see, I have implemented the Power BI report to the Power App, so we can perform the other operations of the Power BI as well. For example, if I click on filter, so I can search all the feedbacks which are excellent. So if I take this, you can see all the charts has been modified to display the data of excellent. Similarly, if I want to see the unacceptable, so all these ratings are unacceptable. So this is all about the patient feedback system app which I have built. Now I will give you the walkthrough how I build this app. Are you ready to make your career in Power Platform? With over 14,000 students and an impressive 4.5 star ratings, my Udemy courses are trusted by thousands of students to help them master in Power Apps. Getting started is very easy. Simply click the bio link in the video description. There you will find all of my courses link. I offered 3 powerful courses. One is the Power App Mastery, the ultimate guide to mastering Power Apps. The second is the Power App Interview Questions. Prepare your next job interview with real-world Power App questions with expert answers. I have explained more than 110 plus interview questions so that you can qualify your Power App interview. The next course I have is the Create Awesome Navigation in Power Apps. So with the help of this, you can create professional and user-friendly menus to enhance your apps. Use the coupon code on the screen for discounted access on these courses. Also, there is 1 month money back guarantee. If you don't like the course, Udemy will provide you 100% refund. So don't miss out. Click the link and start learning today. So let me explain the solution of this patient feedback system app. So before I explain this, so let's see the database, so which I have used. So if you remember, the interview company has given us 2 Excel sheets. One is the patient and another one is the user sheet. Okay. So I have imported these 2 Excel sheets into our Power App. So before you use any Excel sheet in the Power App, you need to make them a table. So for that, what you have to do is just select all the records along with all the columns. Okay, once you select it, go to the design tab and you can choose any of the table style. And once you done that, there is a table name field over here. Just enter the name of the table. So once you import this Excel sheet into Power App, so you will see this table name will appear over here. Okay, so I have given the name of this table as a patient because it's a patient sheet. And another sheet which was provided was a user sheet. So here I have also selected all these records, and in the design section I've added the table name as users. Okay, so if you see the requirement document, so we have to store all the patient feedback into the SQL server. I have used the local SQL server for that, and here is the patient feedback system database which I have created, and I have created one table which is patient feedback. So if you select all the record, so this table contains the following column: patient feedback ID, which is unique ID, patient record ID, email address, contact number, the patient attendant name, and the comments. All the comments will be stored over here. And this is, so I've created all the column by department to store the individual rating. So behavior, billing or reception counter, experience with doctor, courtesy of doctor and staff, interview investigation report. You can see all these columns have been created and captured all the relevant ratings for these departments. Okay, so I have added additional column feedback capture date to track the feedback capture when it was captured, and feedback taken by the username will be stored over here. So you will be wondering that how I connected our Power Apps with local SQL server. So actually I have configured on-premise data gateway for connectivity. So if you don't know how to connect your local SQL server with Power Apps, then let me know in the comment section. So I'll create a video on on-premise data gateway. So let's move to our app now. So this is the home screen, and here the logo. So I have extracted the logo from the document itself. Okay, and the patient feedback system. So this font is not available in Power App. So what I did is I created this text into Canva, and after that I have captured this text as an image and put it over here. If you see, I have used the blue theme for this entire app because my logo is in the blue color. So just to have a professional look and feel, and it should match with the logo. So these two are just a simple rectangle, so which I filled with the blue color. And regarding CAPTCHA, so this I have created a component. So this is a CAPTCHA component. Okay, so here I have added the toggle, and this one is the reset button, so which resets the CAPTCHA text, and this is a text box, so where user enters the text. So I have created two custom properties for CAPTCHA. One is the CAPTCHA validated, so which returns true or false, whether this CAPTCHA is correct or not, and whatever user has entered into the text box is matching with the image. And the another one is a CAPTCHA text, which returns the text of the CAPTCHA. So on reset, so I have populated two variables. One is a var alphanumeric. So I have passed all the alphanumeric characters over here from A to Z and 1 to 9, so that it uses these characters to build the CAPTCHA randomly. Okay. Another one is a var colors. So I have provided the hexa color code over here. So these CAPTCHA color have been used to display the character in the CAPTCHA image. So let's go back to the screen. Okay, so these are simple text boxes, username and password. So this one is a CAPTCHA. Okay, and in the login button, so on the on select, what I am doing is, so users. Okay, so before that, let me show you how to add those Excel as a data source over here. Okay, so if you go to the data, so I have already added users and patient. So let me show you how I edit those. Go to the connectors, and here see all connector. There is an option import from Excel. Click on it, and here you can choose the Excel file. Okay, for example, let me choose the patient one. So whatever table name you have provided into the Excel, so that will appear over here. You just click on it and choose connect. So this Excel sheet will be imported into your app. Okay, so I've already done that, so I'm just canceling this operation. So here on the, let me again come back to login screen. So in the login on select, so what I'm doing is, so I am doing a lookup with users table. So here I'm passing the name and password. This combination found in the user table. So this is blank will return false, and if it is false, then invalid login will be false. Otherwise invalid login will be true. And once we have the valid login, So what it will do is, so it will set username which is there in the txt username will into the global variable which is logged in user. So this variable we will use to display the logged in username. Okay. So once this is successful, so it will navigate to the patient bill clearance screen and screen transition will be failed. That's all for this screen. So once user logs in and provide the valid credential, so it will land to my second screen which is the bill clearance screen. So here there is a welcome username. So what I have done is I have done the concatenate function and concatenated the logged in user with the welcome message. This is a simple text, and here I use the data gallery. So let's see the item property. So this gallery is binded with the patient table, and I am using the 3 search function. First function is searching with email address. Second function is used to search this gallery with the patient name, and the third one is used for the mobile number. And if someone clicks on this edit icon, so what I am doing is I am updating a local variable with update context, that is a where patient record. Okay, so that will be populated with the lookup function where this patient ID match with the patient ID which is there in this row. Okay, so this where patient record will contain all the fields of this particular record. Okay, so when user clicks on this edit icon, so the default value will be set. For example, if I click on this patient record, so its default you can see the where patient record dot patient ID, and this where patient record variable is populated with this lookup function which is the current row. And similarly, if you see the patient name, so that is also populated with this where patient record dot patient name. And similarly for mobile number, you have the patient phone, and then you have the email address, and then we have this bill cleared, yes or no. So this feedback form will enable only when bill cleared is yes. So if you see the enable property of this feedback form, so let me go to display mode. So this, if this bill cleared is selected yes, that means this combo box value is yes, and patient name should not be blank, that means there must be some record should be selected. Okay, so then if both conditions will match, then this display mode will be edit, that means this button will display as editable mode, and otherwise it will be disabled. Okay, so let's discuss the feedback form. So on feedback form submit, go to the on select. So on feedback form on select, what I am doing is, so I am just first nullifying all the global variables and setting these value patient ID, patient name, patient mobile number and patient email to the global variables, because I need to display this patient information onto second screen. So that's why I put all these values into the global variables. After that, I am navigating this to the feedback form screen. So let's move to the next screen, which is feedback form. Okay, so these are the simple labels, and here if you see this one, so this one is populated with a global variable patient record number, and here is a patient name, a patient mobile number, and this one is a email address. Okay, so here I have written all the questions. So these are simple labels at top, and this is a radio button. So this radio button is populated with a collection which is a collection ranking. So in this collection I have added these values: excellent, good, average, below average and unacceptable. Okay, so let me show you the collection ranking over here. Go to the variables, click on view table. So this is a collection ranking, so which contains excellent, good, average, below average and unacceptable values. So this radio button is binded with this collection. Similarly, the second one, this is also binded with the collection ranking. So apart from that, you can see, let me run it to see that. So there was this rating control I have used. So here it uses the switch statement. Okay, so if this value, selected value is excellent, then it will set its value to 5. That means 5 star will be filled up. If it is 4, then only the 4 will be activated. If it is average, then 3, below average 2, and acceptable for 1. So I have created each this control separately for each of this questionnaire. Okay, for second one you will also see a different control. Okay, so this is the second one, rating control, and here also you can see the same switch statements. So let's see what happens when you click on submit. So on submit form, we need to store that into the SQL Server. Okay, so I have connected with the patient feedback, so which is my SQL Server table, and with the default The defaultly used in patch function when we are inserting a new record. So from patient record number, I am getting this from global variable which I have set earlier, email address, contact number, and for these values, behavior of billing, reception counter, because I need to set the rating. So I am getting this from the radio button. So if you see RDO, behavior of billing or ignore, so this one is a radio button, RDO behavior source. So its selected value will be my rating. So that value will go into my this column, behavior of billing or receipt counter. If you remember earlier, we discussed this column, behavior of billing of reception counter. Similarly, for second radio button, that value will go into the experience with doctor. Second one will go into the experience with doctor. Okay. So this patch function will insert all the record into the table. After that, I am doing the set function. There is a variable refresh Power BI. So that I will use to refresh the Power BI report. Okay. So once this record is saved into the SQL server, so there is a notify button. Patient feedback saved successfully. So this notification will appear on the screen. And here, this variable, I am preparing the body of the email which we have to trigger. So I am concatenating the Mr. Mrs. The patient name will be the name of the patient, and patient record number contains the record number. And there is a feedback has been successfully submitted by, then there is a logged in user. So this email body you will see in the email, so which we have seen earlier. See this one, Mr. Feedback is successfully submitted by the username. After that, we need to send an email because email body is prepared. Now we have to send the email. So I will leverage the Office 365 Outlook dot send email EB2, and here I am passing the to where the email has to be triggered, like to field, and this one is a subject, and here is the email body. So if you don't find this Outlook 365 email dot send email B2, then what you have to do is you need to add one connection for Office 365 Outlook and logged in with your email address. So the same email which you are running the Power App. So once email is sent, so I am just flushing these variables and resetting the value of these radio buttons to default values. So let's move to our last section, which is our Power BI report. So this Power BI report I have built separately, and then with the published URL, I just embedded it into the Power App. Okay. So let me open this Power BI report. So this is a Power BI report where I have created 3 charts. And so there are 2 query, I've used query 1 and query 3. So this one is the simple table that is directly bounded with the patient feedback system. Okay. So let me show you the query 1. So this is a simple select statement from the patient feedback table. So this is our table patient feedback, which contains all the patient feedbacks data. Okay. So this is used in the below grid. So for these two charts, if you see the query 3 has been used. For these 2 charts, see this one is highlighted. So let me show you this query. Go to edit query. So let me copy that. See what I did is, so I have done the union all for this patient feedback table with multiple tabs based on our department. So I have considered the reception counter as department, and doctor as department, nursing staff as department. So if you run this, so you get data based on the grouping of the department, so that you can create those charts. So once you create this Power BI report, then you need to just publish it so that you can embed it into the Power BI applications. Suppose let me publish it again. So open this. So after that, what you need to do is go to the file, embed report, and choose website or portal. So here you will get one embed link. So just copy it, and in the Power App, so for this Power BI tile component, there is a property tile URL. So I just paste this embedded link over here. So this published report has been embedded into the Power App. So this is all about the patient feedback Power App. So hope you enjoyed the video and have a great learning. So if you like it, please subscribe the channel and hit the thumbs up icon.